Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Today we're going to cover another topic which is building knowledge mapping. As you have read probably, there are many types of knowledge map that include social network map, concept mapping and others. But today we're going to cover on how we can create a process-based map. There are many techniques to develop a process-based map. But for this technique, there are 6 important steps that you can see. First one is defining organizational knowledge, building the process map analysis, knowledge extraction, knowledge profiling, knowledge linking, and finally, validation. Let's go through the steps of building a process knowledge map. The first step, as you can see, is defining organization knowledge, where you understand what is the issue or what is the problem or what process that you would like to lay out. How can we get this is through probably interview the experts, the people like top management, the person who is actually doing the process, or through questionnaires, or by observing during many meetings, through their operational procedures, through their manuals. So you extract that to understand the knowledge or defining organizational knowledge. The next step would be you have to draw the process map. How can you draw a process map? There are many ways, while you can draw a flow chart. That's a simple example of how you develop a process map. Therefore, by understanding the knowledge, the problems, or the issues, or the standard operating procedures, you then draw the next step through process mapping. This is where you can draw the flow, and this is an example of it after you understand a scenario. This is an example of a process analysis that is being done for a process known as issuing a membership card. It's a simple organizational knowledge that you have understood well during the first step. Now, you draw it into a process analysis or a flow chart where it started off, branch, get the customer where they submit their application for membership. It is then being screened or sent then the application to the audit and inspection department for investigation. They get an approval. There'll be an issue of a membership card. A card will be delivered to the customer. There'll be other process that you understand by interviewing people. For example, the planning department will conduct entrance assessment to actually make sure that they are allowed to get a membership, or cost assessment, payment, or their financial analysis and so on. So this is what being done or called the process output for the process analysis, the second step. The third step, in order to build a process-based knowledge mapping, you have to do knowledge extraction. What is knowledge extraction is that you have to remember, you already identify the process flow, but where do you actually get the knowledge from? Where do you actually get the extraction of knowledge? Where you can get all the information about the customer from their application form. So therefore, the application form is the knowledge where you can get the knowledge from. So that is how you extract knowledge, where you identify the knowledge sources. You can get the investigation results from the investigation report. You can get approval, who get approved, who get rejected. Where do you get the knowledge from? From the approval system. You want to see who are being issued with membership card. Where do you get the knowledge from? From a database called membership database. Who has get their card or where the card has been delivered to, so that people or the customer cannot cheat on this. You check on the membership card itself, who has the proof. These are examples of where knowledge can be extracted. Could be from report of entrance assessment or cost assessment report. So this is the output of the third step, which is knowledge extraction. The fourth step in developing a process-based knowledge map, you will develop a profile for each of the knowledge which has been identified or resource that has been identified before. How do you create a profile? This is the example of knowledge profile, where from the application form, you create a profile for all those forms by creating the application form name, who's the name of the customer that you can extract, their IC number or passport number, their credit history, which is very valuable knowledge, their previous membership, for example. So from each of the knowledge sources, you can identify the profile of knowledge that you can extract. Investigation report, you can get the report number, what are the report or membership status. So these are all the knowledge profile that you can get. From membership card, obviously you can get their name, expiry date, the picture of those people. So this is the output of knowledge profiling. The next step the fifth step is knowledge linking. How do you link all those knowledge being extracted? It's like this. You understand where you can get knowledge, but you want to know which is the most important, or where do you start from? You might want to see the application form. You might want to link it with the entrance report. You might want to read the investigation report. You might want to also look at the approval system, whether there's a linkage or not. Look at the database. Look at the membership card as well. So you might want to come up with a link. Where should come first? Where it leads to? How you can check who are rejected and what's the rejection report was like. So this is about linking knowledge. The last step for building a process-based knowledge map would be validating. After you have gone through all the process, you have developed a link knowledge, you have developed the profile of knowledge, you have developed the extraction, or you have extracted all the knowledge through all the processes. You might want to validate it whether that's right or wrong with the experts. So how do you do the last one, which is the knowledge map validation? You can then conduct an interview, or you can also use a structured walkthrough with people who go through the process. For example, the executive could be the clerk who go through the process daily. So that's how the 6 steps where you can develop your process-based knowledge map. But as I said, there are many other techniques, as well as there are many other knowledge mapping techniques that you can learn, which is, for example, social network-based map, competency map, and concept mapping. Thank you.